medical staff at Prince Mshiyeni Hospital are preparing to hold a memorial service for Dr. Alulutho Mazwi. That's the medical intern who passed away there last week. Dr. Mazwi was reportedly unwell and was forced to work by his supervisor. In fact, that superior has now been temporarily suspended while the health department investigates the circumstances around what happened. This tragedy, understandably, has sparked anger, with healthcare workers and the Public Servants Association protesting outside the hospital, demanding justice. That's where we find SABC News reporter Simphiwe Makhanya, who joins us now live. And Simphiwe, of course, there's still questions around why somebody would have been forced to work, even though we understand they're described that they're not in a condition to do so.
Absolutely, Ayanda. In fact, those questions still keep coming, as we see behind me the members of PSA holding this picket outside the Prince Mshiyeni Memorial Hospital. The issues that they are raising, really, Ayanda, are not new issues. But of course, what has sparked this sort of anger, I suppose, is obviously death of Dr. Mazwi, who was a medical intern at this institution. The Department of Health in the province issued a statement shortly after the news broke, saying that the supervisor who was in charge of overseeing the running of the hospital has since been placed on precautionary suspension, as of course those investigations continue to get underway, with the hope, of course, of finding out as to what really transpired. Under the issues at this particular health facility, have been, such issues of alleged, abuse and bullying by some of the senior management to junior staff members are issues that we have been reporting on as SABC News. In fact, earlier on we did have an opportunity to speak to PSA in the province, who said vehemently that they do not think that this particular health facility is functioning as it should, and they are therefore calling for an investigation as to whether the people who are in charge of this facility are really able to execute their duties, of course bearing in mind the issues that they have been raising time and time again, the issues of staff shortage, the issues of medication shortage, the issues as well of alleged bullying by some of the senior management to junior staff members here. But of course, later on this afternoon, we are expecting that those healthcare workers who are members of this particular health facility will hold a memorial service in honor, of course, of Dr. Alulutho Mazwi, who sadly passed away after he was allegedly forced to work while he was not feeling well. Of course, we are going to continue Ayanda to be stationed here just to monitor the proceedings as to what is going to happen before that particular memorial service at 12 o'clock. Ayanda.
And by the way, my apologies, of course, is Dr. Mazwi and not Mazwi, as I've been saying. And before we let you go, Simphiwe, of course, that particular institution has been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons before. Help us place just generally how Prince Mshiyeni is perceived in that community and the sense you're getting about whether or not the long-standing challenges that the hospital faces are being addressed.
Well, there are mixed views, Ayanda, really, if you speak to people who use this particular facility. But I suppose the many residents of this particular area of Umlazi that we have been engaging with regards to the service that they are receiving here are saying really that they are not pleased with the service that they are getting. They are therefore calling on authorities to intervene and try and address these particular issues and concerns that they are raising. I suppose the issue of Prince Mshiyeni, Ayanda, is not an isolated, particular issue, or when it comes to the health facilities in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. PSA, when we were engaging with them earlier on, said that in fact, as we are here, there are many other, public health institutions which face similar challenges, such as Prince Mshiyeni, and they are therefore, saying that they are not happy, they are not satisfied with the work that is being done by the Department of Health in KwaZulu-Natal in really trying to ensure, that the service services that are being offered at public healthcare institutions are of adequate, level, Ayanda.
Fair enough. Simphiwe Makhanya, thanks for bringing that to us. Simphiwe reporting live there from outside Prince Mshiyeni Hospital in Umlazi in the lead up, of course, to the memorial service of 25-year-old Dr. Alulutho Mazwi, who passed away whilst on duty.